how's it going? It's been about a week or two, maybe three, since I've made a video. Yay, I'm back. YouTube land, YouTubers, you know. Today I want to talk about forgiveness, because that's something that honestly everyone in the world will struggle with at one point in time in their life. No matter who you are, you will struggle with forgiveness, and having unforgiveness personally, I know from personal experiences, it would tear you up inside. It will mess with future relationships, current relationships, even not saying boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife, even friendships. Healing from past abuse is very, very important. Um, Forgiving the person, because anytime you can't forgive a person, they have control over you. And why would you want someone else to have control over your life? You know, you should definitely consider your healing process to take way. And I'm just, I was gonna talk to you guys. I'm a little tired. I live in St. Louis, and we had an Annie Malone parade today, and yeah, I was in it with GMC. What? So I'm very exhausted. But anyway, back on topic. You never want to take past hurts into future relationships, no matter if it's, again, friendships, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, because you end up hurting people. I have a story I want to tell you guys. Personal story, true story, happened to me about 4 or 5 months ago. I had these two really, really good friends. We met through a dance group. I'm a dancer. And we became super cool, thick as thieves. We ended up, two of us ended up working at the same place, and the other one worked across from us. So we all worked at the same mall. We were so close. And partially it was half and half, but I take more responsibility for what happened anyway. Allowing past hurts and friendships and stuff like that not being healed from it and forgiving. I messed up our friendship, and that was the worst thing I could have ever done. I truly miss these girls so much. I love them so much. They are completely amazing. Honestly, they are. But things happen, and it's just, that's why forgiveness is. It's not a big word, but it means a lot. Forgiveness holds people back from success. Um, Forgiveness holds people back spiritually and naturally. Because God cannot bless you, and you can't go where God wants you to go if you have unforgiveness in your heart towards your father, towards your mother, your brother, your sister, a cousin, whoever it is, who might have hurt you physically or whatever, or just, by words that they've said. Or, and how you test if you're truly forgiving the person. This is my opinion. It's not proven, so don't quote me on this. But if you see this person and they completely change your attitude, I didn't cuss. I was going to say something else. Your attitude and your mood, that means that person still has control over you. Any person who can completely change if you're happy and just cheerful and just, and then they walk in the room, you're yeah, they completely have control over you. And, I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but, just sit down. Make a list, of people who you haven't forgiven, and do something for me. Write this letter of forgiveness. That's what I call it. Someone else told me about it. It's called a letter of forgiveness. And in that letter, no matter if the person lives next door, in jail, across the country, next state, whatever, get their address, write it, and write in there what you forgive them for. Again, if you were abused, physically, whatever, or, words, just, or anything, write one. And just let them know how you feel. I'm I forgive you for this. I actually wrote one to my father. He's not around at all. And actually wrote one to him, explain to him, I forgive you for not being there for me, blah, blah, blah. And it actually helped me forgive. It helped my healing process. And it would really, really, really help you. Excuse me. It's a process. I'm not going to say it's going to completely help you and heal you. No, it's a process. I'm not going to say that. But again, just think about the person you're not forgiving. They're sleeping at night. They're completely fine. Half of the time don't even know I say maybe a percent of the time they know, 99% of the time they don't. And they're sleeping at night, they're all good, and here you are, not getting no sleep, losing your hair, losing weight, gaining weight, or whatever it is. But this letter of forgiveness, it would bring freedom to you, on the inside. Like I wrote two. Instantly, I felt like the top felt. It was seriously like a weight was lifted off my shoulder. Seriously, it was amazing. And so just, honestly, write it and let me know how it turns out for you guys. Comment below. Like I said, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Sorry. And it's Shey Thomas, Shey Thomas. Look me up, let me know how you guys really feel about the letter of forgiveness, because that's something that really has helped me, like I said, with these two people, and I'm actually thinking about writing more. Like I said, it's a process, and everyone forgives different, some people forgive right away, or be like a little kid, how little kids, they argue and play, and 10 minutes later, less than that, they're like, oh, that's my best friend, and, they forgive so easy, have a childlike heart, because they forgive so easy. But no, like, that's one of the main things I just want to touch bases on, was the letter of forgiveness. Because, again, to me, that's key. That's very important. And you should try it. It will definitely start your healing process. And for some, that might be all you need to completely be delivered and set free from whatever it is that's holding you back spiritually and naturally. And from others, that just might be a chip off the iceberg. Like, it might be just, minor, but then it at least opened up the person's eyes to be like, oh, wow, this has been like 10, 15 years. I wrote one to someone who's in jail, and they was like, that's been like 10 years. Yeah. Actually, no, probably longer than that, but the person said 10 years, so I don't know. But, it takes a while, and then it made them realize. And actually, I ended up getting a phone call. It's like, hey, call me so we can talk about this. We got a phone call, and that was awesome. We sat and talked about, like, adults. I'm grown. I might look really young, but write the letter of forgiveness, mail it off, fax it off, send it next door, whoever it is. If it's, no matter if it's so small to the point you stole my favorite pen, and I was upset. Or if it's, again, something major, to the point that, your father or mother just completely left, abandoned you, you have no one, or you feel like you have no one, because God is always with you no matter what you think or how you feel. He doesn't leave us, we've left him. So, just continue to pray and seek God as well, and after this letter of forgiveness, if you feel like you need to cut people off, pray about it first, because honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. If the person means you no good spiritually, especially spiritually and naturally, there's no need to have them around. Pray about it first. Don't just like, I'm not going to talk to you with attitude. Pray about it first. Seek the face of God. That is very important. I can't stress that enough. And, pray about it. Like, okay, Lord, this is what's going on. Just talk to God. And he'll give you your answer. It might not be what you want to hear. Some people you might be like, cut off, you want to cut them off, and the Lord's like, no, stick it out. Stick it out. Don't cut them off if God tells you not to, because then, years later, you're going to have to deal with the same person with the same mess. So just go through it, go through the season. It might be a 6-year season, it might be a 6-day season, it might be a 6-hour season, whatever. Just go through it. Like, don't just randomly do things on your own free will, because, God will definitely, not be happy about that. But, for the most part, like I said, keep God first, seek God first, and I gotta give a quick shout out to, like, my favorite actor, who was Tyler Perry. Amazing. I'm sure me and, like, millions others, but he is amazing, and Megan Good is awesome. Like, I can't say I have a favorite black actress, because I love them all for what they do. They're all women who are just doing their thing out there in Hollywood, but I have a list, so I can't just name one, but she's up there. I have, but just, anyway, back on track, but seriously, just, keep God first, and continue to pray and seek God and guidance and direction for where he wants you to be in life. But anyway, I'm gonna make another video about following your dreams. And excuse this, yeah, like, I've had a rough day. So yeah, I'll make another one right after this about following your dreams, because that's something that definitely needs to be addressed. Okay, anyway, until then, much love out there. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Shey Thomas, Shey Until then, see you later.